Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on my channel on F124 for today. So doing something a little bit different today on my channel. I thought I'd show you my settings guide on F124, showing you my settings on this game. So let's go into my settings and let's jump into assist first. Everything is off apart from anti-lock brakes because I found it a little bit struggling on this year's game. Well, compared to what I had before. If you do get used to it, turn it off. If you are struggling, turn it on, the better. So if you are struggling with it, make sure you turn it on. Or if you do get used to it, turn it off, so at least you can know where you lock. Racing 9, I have it on corners only, so depends where I need to brake. And if you do get used to it, you can turn it off. Or if you are struggling with it, make sure you have it on or full if you want to. It's up to you. So I have it on corners only to make sure where to brake. Gearbox, have it on automatic because it's much easier for me on the pad. You can have it on manual if you want to, if you're on the pad, or if you're using a wheel, I say manual only. It's because it's a bit faster. If you are struggling on the pad with manual, make sure you go to automatic because you don't have to worry about pressing the button to go up and down. Much easier for you when you're racing, so not too bad at all on that. Let's move on to my camera settings. I use TV Pod. Been using it all the time. You can have it offset if you want to, or cockpit cam if you want to. It's up to you. Make sure this is on -12 because if you look on 0, it looks a bit weird. So make sure don't put it on 0 because it looks a bit odd. -12, that's what it looks like, and so it's much better than 0 anyway. So make sure that's on -12 because that's important if you're using offset. So like some players are using, but it's fair. That's fine by me. TV Pod, I have it on 0 for field of view, offset, 14 on this one because I like it on 14. Angle, I have it on -20 because I look it down on the road and see what's ahead of me. Near quick plane and mirror angle, I have it on 0. And also camera shake and movements on 0. That's important as well because to have it on 0. It's already on default when you have this game brand new or arriving today. Make sure you have that on 0. It's already on default, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you do change it, just keep it on 0 because it's much better than being it higher because you don't want to get distracted in a race and all that. So yeah, so that is all my camera settings. Similar to what I had on 23. On F123, so a bit similar to that on my camera settings and all that. On to on-screen display. OSD, I have it on default. That's what it looks like. You can change it around if you want to, if you feel like it, if you want to. But I keep it on default because I don't have to worry about moving it around. Cockpit view, I have it off because I don't use cockpit cam. If you are using cockpit cam, make sure you turn it on so you can see the nap times. Who's screen, other stuff's on there as well. You can have it on. Make sure you turn it off if you're not using it. Speed limit tilt and temperature tilt. Have it on degrees Celsius and miles per hour. It depends where you're from, what country you're in. I have it on these two. You can have it on kilometers an hour and Fahrenheit if you want to, but like I said, it depends where you're from. Track map, I have it on full. That's important for races and qualifying and all that. If you're on a quick nap or a slow nap, and some guys are on a slow nap or a fast nap, and you can see where the safety car is on the map, you can see where you're catching up and where it is, so you can have enough time to catch up. So you can also look around on the map, depends where you are on the track. Data time, I have it on, so I can see my data time, so if I'm probing or not, or if I'm having a bad sector or bad slowing down, I always make sure I can back out. Arrows, I have it on so I can have it so these are going side by side through a corner, or if someone's behind me, so at least I know I'll get them space in that. Driver's tag and start lights, I have it on. You can have it off if you want to. It's how you feel, so I can see who I'm racing with, and also I can see the lights if I'm at the back of the grid. So if I'm far away, so I can have that on. So at least I can have lights on the screen. So you can have it off if you want to. That's fair enough. Rear view mirror, I have it off because I don't use it that much because I don't use it and all that. I'll show you what it looks like, and it's on the screen there, the middle of the screen. That's what it looks like. It does get you a little bit distracting sometimes for myself. I'll normally have this off, so for races, sometimes quali as well. It depends. You can have it on or off if you want to. It's how you feel, but I always have it off because I don't want to get less distractions in a race situation and all that. Session timer, I have it on for qualifying and practice. It depends how long I've got timer left in the session. And then also have enough time to have one more lap in, 2 laps in quali, or enough time in practice, how long I've got left in the session. So that's important as well. Object panels, I have it off. Not sure what it does, but I always keep that off, so I don't have to worry about it. On to controls, vibration and force feedback settings. My setup panel, I have it on default instead of looking around. So I put it on default because it's much easier for me, so I can just press a button instead of looking around. EOS mode, I have it on trigger instead of hold, because you have to press a hold button to use the EOS mode, instead of pressing a button and turning off again for EOS mode, but for trigger instead of holding it. Trigger, I have it off. It was on medium on default. You can have it strong, medium, or off if you want to. It depends how you feel. Doesn't matter on yourself. I always have it off because it doesn't make any difference to me, so I always turned it off, so it doesn't matter on me, so it doesn't make a difference when I test it one time. Nod check, I had it on 100. I think that's for the wheel, so I don't need to worry about that much. Onto my layout on the control settings. Everything's the same apart from my right stick on MFD menu, up and down and that. It's a little bit different on the EOS mode this year's game. You can go left and right, so I can change to hot lap or none if you're recovering or overtaking mode and all that. So you can press left and right. And also I can go up and down on the radio if you see what the weather, if I have damage and who's ahead or behind me and all that. And also can change tyres and change, if I have front wing damage, I can put yes, change tyres, and also change the bias and transmission if you want to on the default there. Everything looks the same apart from that. You can copy my settings if you want to, or you can change the layout if you want to. It's up to you. So you can pause the video anytime you want. Onto vibration force feedback. I always have it off because I'm using a pad, because I don't want it to rumble on my controller. If you're using a wheel, I say turn it on because you can feel the strength on the wheel. So I have it off because I'm using a pad. Make sure you have it on 75 and 45 on the strength if you're using a Logitech G29 or Fanatec eSports racing wheel, or what eSports drivers are using or fast drivers are using. Make sure that's less than 50 or 75 for that, the better. Make sure all these are off, including pit stop effects, because it's new on this year's game on F124. Make sure that's on 0, all of it on 0 because the better. And wheel rotation, have it on 300 degrees. It was 400 degrees on default, just to let you guys know on that. When you have this game brand new or you just got it today, it'll be on 400 degrees. It was 400 degrees, well, before the patch came out. When after the patch, I have it on 300 degrees because it's much better now. Because I did test it on 360, 330 degrees. It's not too bad after the patch. You can have, if you are struggling with it, I say have it like that, or if you have it 300, that's fine by me, or you can have the same as me. If you found it 300 too easy, I would say go to 90 or 280 if you want to. It's up to you. So depends if you found it easy or not. If you are struggling, go up to 300 or a little bit more. It's up to you. So I don't mind it on the wheel rotation. Onto steering rate, have it on 100 degrees. 100% I meant to say. It was 125 when I had this game before the patch came out. And then after the patch, have it on 100% because it's much easier now. Like I had on 23, so it's not bad at all. Steering dead zone, have it on 0. 25 and 32 on those two. The higher the better, because you have it on 0, it's fine on the wheel, but if you're on the pad, it depends how old it is on the controller, you can't turn the car if you're a corner, if you're going left and all that. So make sure you have it on 20 above on these two, so you can, at least you can turn. You can have the same as mine if you want to. I have it 25 and 32. Or you can have it higher if you want to, if you are struggling with it, if you can't turn on the pad, but it depends how old it is, so it's up to you. Throttle and brakes, have it on 0. I had it on 10 on last year, but it's not too bad on this year. I have it on 0. This one, I have it on, this was on 25 on default, so just to let you guys know on that. Make sure you turn it down to 0 if you don't need 25, or you can have it a little bit higher, or 25 if you want to, if you are struggling with it, so if you don't feel the brakes, but make sure it's on 0 if you do get, if you found it too easy, or if you want to brake a little bit later, that's fine. So make sure it's on 0 for this one. And on to graphics settings now. I have 100 on the brightness. It's because I prefer it that way more often. It's much easier. So I like the brightness. The strength, had it on 0 for moving at high speed. It's the I prefer it that way more often. Steering, I have it on instead of off because it looks a bit weird when you have it off. Make sure you have that on. HDR, I have it auto. You can have it off if you want to. I have it on auto. Doesn't matter when you have which one you have, so doesn't matter really. Graphics Ponte, I have it on quality instead of best performance. Doesn't same again. Doesn't make any difference. I have it on quality, so doesn't matter. This one I have it off anyway because I know what that does, but I have it off. So for that one, on to audio settings. I have it on 10. On some of the mix, apart from music, I have it on 0 because I don't want to get copyright because of the YouTube. So I don't want to get copyright on YouTube, depending on doing videos and all that. Master volume, I have it on 3, so I can hear the engine noises. I can hear Jeff in the background, the game audio, so I can hear a little bit, so it's not too loud and all that. Onboard mix, have it on this one instead of broadcast. You can have it on broadcast if you want to. When I test these two, it's a bit similar to broadcast, but driver is not the one to go for because it's not right and it doesn't sound right and it's awful compared to broadcast, but broadcast is better compared to driver. So you can have it on broadcast if you want to, but I have it on this one, so you can have it the same as mine or broadcast, doesn't matter which one you have. Stabilities, I have it off because I don't want to get distractions in a race. Well, you can have it on if you want to, like see what they're saying on there. But I have it off because I'm going to get distractions in the race because I don't want to see that. Mix, I have it off because I know what that does. Filter, I have it off because if you turn this on, it's a bit annoying and it does get a headache from that and it's a bit of weird sound. So make sure you turn that off in a race situation because I don't want get distractions from that. Speaker type, I have it on auto. LFE type, I have it on that one. I'm not sure what that does, but I kept it as a default on that one. Engine ducking, I have it off because I don't want to hear my engineer talking too much. So I have it off or something like that. Audio, headset, and sound system. I have it on because I've got a brand new headset, so I can't wait to try it out. So maybe online or multiplayer and all that. Languages depends where you're from, but English on there, no surprise there because I'm from English. And commentator, you can have on David or Alex if you want to. It depends how you feel. It doesn't matter which one you go for on the commentator, but I've kept it as it was. Push to talk and mute by default. Sorry, I have it on, so I don't want to hear people talking on chat or weird noises in the background when I'm racing or in a qualifying situation. So I don't want to get distractions from that. Voice chat ducking, I have it off because I don't want to hear what they're saying. Well, I always have it. It's off anyway. Uptone shift, I think I have it on off because it's for manual players. It's kind of important for manual players. You can turn it on if you're manual. If you want to try and manual, you can hear the beep up which gear you're in. And you can turn it off if you do get used to it, so you don't have to worry about it, the noise in the background. Foundation Lap Parking Sensor, I have it off. You can have it on if you want to see where you are. If you want to turn the noise off, you can turn it off if you want to. That's what I have, so because I don't want to hear the noises in the background. Radio calls and control speaker, I have it on, so I can hear Jeff on the controller, so instead of the TV. And radio calls, I can hear what they're saying after the finish. And you can have it off if you want to, but I don't mind it if you want to. Sponsors only for radio. When you're in a race situation, I don't want to hear Jeff talking too much for about a minute or even a lap sometimes, because I don't want to hear him talk too much at every corner because I need to focus on each corner. And I put it on sponsors only so you don't talk too much, because that's the most important thing instead of everything. Main output device, I have it on that, so it depends what you're using. I have it on that because it's not too bad. Music and type, I have it on theme and off, and also on because I don't want to get copyright, and I always have music off of some things and like that, so like that. Timmy settings, I have it off because it's off anyway. Options have it off as well, so no surprise. Stability is off as well, so like I said earlier in the video, so like that. No surprises there. But before I finish this video, I'm going to do one more, is time trial settings right now. I'm going to look at it right now. The Ghost and Rival Correct Nap, I have it off, apart from personal best, because I have it on full. It's a bit weird to have it full, because if you turn that off, you got no racing line on the blue racing line there. You can have it off if you want to, or full, it doesn't matter. It depends what you have. It depends what you're comfortable at. If you want to get distractions, you can turn it off like I have on Ghost, but you can have it off if you want to. Or if you can have it full, it's fine. So I can see my personal best on the last snap, because it depends where my line was in time trial. This is like a time trial only, so not like a race situation. So if you want to try to get a best snap time, you can use that, or you can turn it off if you want to. If you want distractions, that's fair enough. So I don't mind that. If you can off or full if you want to, so like that. And that is my settings video on F124. So not too bad. A bit similar like last year's, but a little bit different. Depends on the like that. So I'm quite happy how it is. So I'm quite comfortable what I'm using. So you can change it as you like. You can pause the video anytime you want, and you can copy my settings if you want to. You can change around a little bit if you feel comfortable with. And of course, you can have the same as mine, so I don't mind it if you want to. So yeah, so that's on me today. So make sure you like, subscribe to your channel. That'll appreciate a lot. That'll give me support and all that. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, and hope you guys have a nice day. Enjoy your day. Have a nice weekend as well. I appreciate a lot for support. So have a nice day, and see you later.